Hey, I'm Jason.
And I'm Rick, and we're Lifehouse, and you're watching Sessions at AOL.
I'm Chris Doritas with members of Lifehouse, Rick Wolstenholme and Jason Wade. It's so good to see you guys.
Good to see you, too.
It's so good to see you. First record, there's all this sort of anticipation. Will it connect with people? Will it find the audience that you want it to find? And the songs were sort of written from that innocence and that, you know, that untainted perspective. And I wonder if it's hard coming with the second record to maintain that sort of innocence and not be pressured by follow-up expectations and that sort of thing.
I think that people place expectations on you. You know, I don't know necessarily if it's something that we feel. I think, you know, for us as a band, the pressure on us was to grow musically, to get better, to write better songs, to get better at our instruments, you know. So I feel like the pressure of success and, you know, to do well is something that the world places on you, versus like we try to make it more internal of just like, okay, let's see if we can grow and start developing ourselves as a band, you know, and start, you know, to where we have an identity versus just, you know, it's hard to identify a band off of one record. You know, you have to like kind of see a period of time of evolution, I guess, you know. So hopefully, you know, this record is stronger than the last one, you know, and that's all that we can have control over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's actually the first single on the album, "Spin," right, is an old song, right? How far? You were 16 when you wrote this?
It's like 5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah.
The lyrics were the same, but it didn't have a bridge. I basically wrote 2 or 3 different bridges to it that really didn't feel like I was connecting to. Basically, gave up on the song and then found it again, you know, a couple months before we went in the studio. I think I played it for you a couple of times, but
yeah,
for the most part, it was like one of those things that I just kind of stumbled upon, like going through an old journal.
Other changes in the band. Rick, your brother's on board now.
Yeah, yeah, brother's here.
Yeah, people would know your brother from The Calling, right?
Yes, sir. My brother has been with the Calling for, what now, 2 years, I think? And he was basically a rhythm guitar player in that band, but in all reality, he's like a lead guitar player, and he's got a huge passion about being a lead guitar player. So when our spot opened up, it was kind of like a no-brainer to float him over. I mean, he's my brother, and he's kind of like him.
How's that going, by the way, the whole touring thing and being on the road together and being in such, you know, close quarters together as a band?
We've just gotten started again. We just got finished, or we have a couple more shows with these fair dates that we've been doing. So it's just, we had like 4 months off, and now we're just getting started again. So it still feels fresh right now. We'll let you know like in 2 years after we get home.
So now, actually, I hear you guys are getting kind of strange on the road. What's this about crossbows and blowhards?
Ooh, he knows about our
well, let me just tell you, we've been in Nebraska more times than anybody as a band over the last 3 weeks. We spent like 14 shows like in Wisconsin and Nebraska, and basically like you can purchase these crossbows or these blow darts and all.
We've got blow darts, crossbows, pellet guns.
It's the only thing to do. There's nothing else to do. It's like the mall is called Walmart. It says the mall, and all it consists of is Walmart and a place to change your oil. So
exactly.
The only thing you can get at Walmart is pellet guns. So
I have some questions from the AOL audience.
Okay.
You know, we put up on a message board saying, "Hey, we got Lifehouse coming in. You want to ask any questions?" And a lot of questions came through. Ask a Bum 96 is asking.
That was our band name before Lifehouse.
Ask a Bum.
It's taken.
No, it was Bliss, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know. Silly.
Ask a Bum 96 says, a lot of the lyrics from your songs are very emotional and often about pain and loss. I was just wondering if you would consider yourself a dark person, Jason, or is there a sunny side to you that we just haven't seen yet?
I think you'll see the sunny side on this record. I don't consider myself a dark person. I consider myself pretty, you know, happy most of the time. But my music is an outlet for stuff that I've gone through in the past, you know, so I could see how someone could think that. But I always try to at least put a positive spin on my songs, even though maybe it is, you know, something darker that I'm going through. But I try to always figure out how to get out of it, not just kind of dwell on it. And I think people will see that on this record, that it's not exactly like the first record. You know, it is more positive, and we didn't try to recreate this, you know, or try to milk the emotions in the first record just because it connected. You know, we're trying to just be honest to where we're at right now.
Here's one from BMX Cali 69. I love Lifehouse music. Can't wait to get the new album. I was wondering if you were worried about how Spin would compare to Hanging by a Moment, because it did so well. Did it worry you that you needed to have a song that would do just as well?
If it does half as good as Hanging by a Moment, I'll be happy, honestly. You know, as long as my main concern isn't really with singles. It's I want people to get this record and hear, you know, where I want them, you know, the people that have the first record, I want to get this record to kind of grow with us, you know, and see where we're going, what the future has for us, and not just, you know, base Lifehouse as a singles band, you know, off of like, you know, radio and stuff. So I look at singles as like to draw people in to get the record, you know. So that's our main concern, is to get people familiar with this record.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thanks
Sure.
for bringing it back in. Big difference from last time, right? Cameras and the whole.
I know. Lights.
Yeah.
Coffee.
So best of luck
Long mics.
Thank you.
on the new album.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Rick Wolstenhume, Jason Wade. It's Lifehouse. I'm Chris Doritas.